This morning on today's checklist, for the first time in 8 years, there are brand new cholesterol guidelines. So we're going to break down what cholesterol is, why it matters, and what has changed. NBC News medical reporter Dr. Akshay Syal is here with us this morning. Hi, doctor. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Welcome back. I mean, let's just start with cholesterol and the definition of it for folks who aren't familiar with it. What is it, and why should we be concerned about it?
So great. It's a great question. And cholesterol is a sort of waxy, fat-like substance in the body. And, you know, it comes from two places in the body. It comes from the liver, and it comes from the food that we eat. Now, cholesterol is important. You know, don't get me wrong. Cholesterol has some vital roles. It serves as a precursor to some hormones like testosterone and estrogen. It also is a precursor to vitamin D. But Craig, when cholesterol gets too high, that's when we start to get concerned. When cholesterol, or the bad cholesterol, you may have heard some people say, if that number gets too high, it can build up in the walls of the arteries. It can cause plaque. It can increase your risk of a heart attack or stroke. So you definitely want to make sure those numbers aren't getting too high. Craig, you know, 1 out of 4 people in America have high bad cholesterol. I mean, statistically, one of us right now has high LDL or high bad cholesterol.
Probably me.
We'll let the audience vote later on Instagram stories. But, you know, it's a very big issue and something that I'm very glad we're talking about today.
What are these new guidelines then?
So this, you know, Savannah, these guidelines got updated last week for the first time in almost 10 years. This isn't something that happens, you know, that often. And the sort of takeaway for this is we need to start treating cholesterol younger, as young as 30 years old. And we need to have lower numbers of cholesterol, you know, overall to prevent that risk of heart disease. I don't know, you know, we're about the same age. I don't know if your group chats are blowing up with this as well. My friend's a little weird, but, you know, it's
not my group chat.
Yeah. So here's what people need to know. You know, there's a new risk calculator that says, you know, we need to start looking at 30-year risk. And why is this important? If you're, you know, 30 or 40 years old, you may not have a high 10-year risk. You may have a high 30-year risk. So we need to zoom out more into the future. LDL targets are back. That bad cholesterol we talked about, you know, we're giving specific numbers. Everyone who's never had a heart attack or a stroke and low risk, we want less than 100. Some people need to go down to 70. Some people even 55 if you've already had a heart attack or stroke. This one, Lp(a) or Lp(a), you may have heard, a very important biomarker to get just once in adulthood. It's a genetic risk factor that doesn't really get affected by lifestyle changes. Calcium score, which is a CT scan of the heart, which we'll get to, and ApoB, a really good way to check that bad cholesterol.
Well, tell us more about the coronary calcium score. How can you get it, and what does it tell you?
So Savannah, it's a CT scan of the heart is the simplest way to think about it. Very low dose radiation, takes about 5 minutes, usually costs about $100 to $400. Not always covered by insurance, unfortunately. It is something I wish more people could get. And, you know, the way to think about it is it's a CT scan that looks for calcified plaque in the arteries of your heart. And why is this important is because that, you know, if you have calcified plaque in the arteries of your heart, guys, it means you may, you know, have risk of narrowing of some of those vessels. You could be at a risk of a heart attack. So something that, you know, I think the best way for people to think about it is if you're on the fence about treatment, if you're saying, you know, I have high cholesterol, I don't know if I want to start a medication which may have side effects, you can opt for this scan. It's not terribly expensive in the grand scheme of healthcare costs, and it can help guide your treatment.
It seems like a smart move. You know, so many people are on statins, but what other newer treatments are out there right now? Yeah,
this is a great question, Laura, because a lot of people come to me and they say, you know, I don't like statins, I don't want to take any medications for cholesterol. So we wanted to take a step back from the guidelines and talk to you about some of these newer treatments here. So PCSK9 inhibitors, you may have heard of Repatha. They're injectable drugs that you take every few weeks or so. Newer generation cholesterol treatments you can try. Inclisiran is one that's on the market that's about twice a year. So people who don't like to take medications every day. And there's more targeted options coming out in the future. That Lp(a) biomarker we talked about, you know, there's a big trial a lot of us are waiting for is if we lower that, does it actually make any difference in people's risk of heart attack? And that should be out pretty soon.
All right.
Dr. Syal, great information. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.